Alright guys, this series would not be complete without looking at some filter and synth effects from the Line 6 HX effects. So what I have here is a wide array of different sounds that you can use to blend in a little bit to your core sound, or you can make them just totally overtake everything and make them sound really big and weird. So the first one is the Mutant Filter, and there's a lot of other variations along the same style, but what I'm going to use this for is a auto wall effect, so that way I don't have to have my foot on an actual expression or wall pedal, but it'll kind of do it all for me. So here's the clean sound. And here it is with the Mutant Filter on. So it's a little muted sounding, and it definitely has some movement in it. But let's kick it over to some overdrive on the Blue Guitar Amp 1 and listen to how this sounds in the wall setting. Alright, I like that one a lot. It's really cool. Now this next one is called Simple Pitch. And basically what I'm doing is adding in an octave up. And I can control the mix of that. And also the pre-delay. So we can make that delayed or not. We can bring the synths up or down to kind of give it some chorusy kind of a sound. But I'm just going to use this to fatten up a lead line. So here it is without. Here it is with. Alright, let's say we move that all the way down to an octave below, which will be -12, and this is what it sounds like now. So that's what I would use for that, just kind of thicken up lead lines in different parts. Now these next two effects definitely add some movement to your sound. So let's go ahead and look at the Synthomatic. So here it is on a clean sound. You can have this set different ways, but I'm going to play some higher notes, and it's just going to be that synthy kind of sound that we all know and love. Alright, let's kick it on with some overdrive. Haha, that's just really fun. Now these last two effects come from the Legacy effects, and this is called the Seeker. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a lot of movement, kind of like a stepped pattern, kind of MIDI kind of thing. So let's check this out on the clean channel. Alright, now there is a speed control that we can set this at. And this can be set to either a certain time, or we can also set the subdivision. So let's do eighth notes and we'll tap it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's really cool. And let's mess with these steps. So we'll do 2 steps. It's 4 steps. Alright, 7's a really fun effect that you can use for a lot of ambient style music or just adding a cool filter to a guitar part. Alright, so for my last effect, I actually had a different effect chosen, and then after thinking about it and playing through the effect, I was like, not really the type of effect I was going for. So now I have chosen the tronup. And this is a variation on a auto wall or auto wall filter. And you can also call it like a Q-tron or the John Mayer sound or whatever you want to call it. So what the tronup is actually doing is just creating a filter effect every time you attack your strings. And we have the frequency, Q, range, type, mix, and level parameters. And for the type, on this certain Mayer-ish effect, I actually have it on the low pass setting. There is a band pass and a high pass, but I'm going to keep it on the low. And I actually have the mix of it turned down 50%, just so it kind of tucks away a little bit more of the effect, and you can hear the dry signal come through. So this is the sound without the tronup. Alright, so if you just want to get really weird and raunchy, then there's a lot of effects here that you can do that with. So if you have a HX Effects or even one of the M series pedals, be sure to go in and explore a lot of these different sounds. And who knows, you might just write a new song from being inspired by one of these great effects. So leave a comment down below, let me know which one you thought was cool. And in the meantime, I'm Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.